This would all start with Vaggie. In this alternate timeline, when Vaggie saw that child, she would still exterminate it, making it so Vaggie would never stop being an exorcist. This would change everything. With Vaggie still being an exorcist, it was still time for her to train, still time for her to get stronger, and still time for her to wipe out sinners. As she went back up to see Adam and Loot, would congratulate her on the job, and the command would go Adam, Loot, then Vaggie. Vaggie would become an excellent exorcist that everyone would look up to, and her tales and fear would spread throughout all of hell. And since she was never defeated, and since she was never betrayed, she would never lay there, and Charlie would never see Vaggie. And without Vaggie, Charlie would be a bit more sad in her life. She needed a partner, she needed someone to be there for her, but she wouldn't find it. Now, it's possible she would find someone else, but for this scenario, we'll just say she stays Signal, to keep it easier for me. As Charlie would be more sad in this timeline, and Vaggie acted like her bodyguard. Even though Charlie was very powerful, she didn't like to, use her power on people, so she would be pushed around way more in this timeline, and eventually she would start to try to get the hotel, but I believe it would probably take a lot longer. As all this was going on, though, we cut back to Vaggie. As Vaggie would be up in heaven, she would have exterminated more people than Loot, and even Adam. She was becoming quite famous, and Adam could have gotten rid of her. However, even Adam's ego wouldn't work that well. Well, it actually would, let's be honest. He would absolutely get rid of her in a heartbeat for upstaging him, but he couldn't do that for one simple reason. Sarah liked her. Sarah would always talk to her. As Vaggie was talking to Sarah, Sarah would say, "So, I can tell you need something. I can tell you want something. What is it?" Vaggie would say, "It's nothing. It's a girl, isn't it?" Vaggie would say, "What? You know that kind of love isn't looked uply upon. In fact, it's frowned upon up here. However, I know for a fact that you can find someone. There's someone in here and hiding anyway, so your love would be a complete secret. And well, she actually asked for you." Vaggie would say, "Who? Lilith. You expect me to date someone like that? She gave us secrets that helped us, and without that, we would never got the extermination started. We owe her." As Vaggie would sigh and say, "I'll meet her, but I'm not going to date her." As Vaggie went to meet Lilith, Lilith would be sitting on a beach and say, "Hello, hun." As Lilith would stare at Vaggie, Vaggie would say, "Why would I date you? Because I saved you. Adam wanted to get rid of you. Adam was jealous, so I told Sarah what a great job you were doing, and Sarah protected you." Vaggie was about to lash out, but she would admit that that would be an Adam move. Even though she didn't betray them in this timeline, she was outshining everyone else, and that could make some trouble. As she would say, "What do you want?" "I want to get rid of Adam. I sold so much stuff to get up here. However, Adam always looks down upon me because of that little fling we had. He's so minuscule anyway. Anyway, I wanted you and me to work together. You scratch my back, I scratch your back. I give you the love and attention you need, and you help me. Help me stay up here. And since I saved you, you already owe me one." Vaggie would reluctantly agree. However, she would ask the question, "How? I have an agent down there, but I can't go down there or be too suspicious. I have a disguise for you, but I have more at stake if I get caught. If you get caught, I'll cover you up. I need you to go to Alastor, the radio demon, and, well, tell him that I want him to go see Charlie, and that angels can get hurt by angelic weapons." Vaggie would say, "You're going to give away our biggest secret just like that?" Vaggie acted like she knew the secret, as in Lilith said yes, because it's the only way to defeat Adam. And with Adam defeated, everyone will become so desperate, they'll put you in charge. Sure, battles will be a lot harder. However, your rank would be secure. And because of these hard-fought battles, heaven will become even stronger, and you'll have even more resources. Think of it as an investment." Vaggie would sigh as she went down to see Alastor. As Alastor would be waiting, suddenly Vaggie would walk up beside him. As Alastor would look and see Vaggie, Alastor would say, "So you're the one, huh? What's the big secret?" Vaggie would sigh and say, "Well, I'd hate to reveal this to you, but yeah, I'm a monster, I'm a demon, I get it. We're running out of time, darling. Vaggie would sigh and say, it's angelic weapons. And Alastor would say, that's it, really? Oh well, how would I get some of these? We can't give you a supply, he'll be too suspicious. However, Camilla Carmine was a former exorcist, and she has some. Go ask her, Vaggie would say as she flew away. As in, Alastor would then go to Charlie. Charlie, the meeting with heaven wouldn't be so disastrous. Charlie wouldn't be destroyed with the fact that Vaggie was an exorcist. However, Charlie was still bummed, because without Vaggie, things wouldn't be going nearly as well. However, Alastor was her only hope, and Alastor needed to save the day. If he didn't, Lilith wouldn't be too happy with him, and he needed this to go out well. He needed this to pan out well. So, Alastor would then walk up to Charlie and say, I have good news. What's that? I found a way to get rid of an angel. However, you're going to have to do something pretty big for me. Charlie would say, what's that? I need you to negotiate something with Camilla Carmine. Get the resources we need to fight back. I'll get some friends to help us. But this is important. You need to learn how to negotiate more, darling. I know you have the skills. As in, Alastor would start to sing. Charlie would feel more confident, as then she went to Camilla Carmine. As she went over to Camilla Carmine, she looked at her. Why are you here, Charlie? I heard you're trying to start a hotel. I heard you're trying to help people. So why are you here at an overlord? Are you trying to get a dirty dealin'? Are you not as pure as I thought? No, I want to survive. Camilla Carmine would say, you know I know the secret, don't you? I don't know how you figured it out. But either way, I am not going to tell you. Tell me, I already know. Then I won't give you anything. Why? Why? Charlie would say. Because then Camilla Carmine would sing, because you're weak and ineffective. You don't know how to stand up for yourself. As in, Charlie would sing back and have a song battle. As Charlie would slowly get more confident, she would learn to stand up to herself. She would learn to fight more. As then, Camilla Carmine would agree to give her the equipment. Meanwhile, we cut to Alastor and Rosie after gathering the people. As Rosie would say, so Alastor, what's your big plan here? Gathering up all these people to fight off angels? You could have done that ages ago, but why now? Alastor would say, I'll admit, I could care less what happens to us, but supposedly, I have something big going on, and I need to win this battle for things to go my way. Rosie would say, oh, is that so? Rosie would then look at Alastor and say, you know, I like Charlie. We've only met a few times, but I think her and I have a lot in common. Alastor would say, all right, if you betray her, I'll be on her side. Alastor would say, but you're always on, as suddenly Rosie would disappear. Alastor would be uneased by this, but he would have to do what he had to do. He has a concrete plan to be free, and he had to activate it. As in, suddenly, Alastor would then summon the forces, as they would go to the hotel. As in, Charlie got all the forces ready. Then we cut to Adam and Vaggie. As Vaggie would walk up to Adam and say, can I stay next to you, sir? I really like watching you work. As she looked at him, Adam was then flattered. As Adam, Vaggie would pretend to like Adam, pretend to think he was a great man. As Adam picked up on this, he would smile, as then Adam and Vaggie would go down and begin to plunder together, as they would easily tear through the army. However, Alastor would do his same trick, and Adam would start to fight Alastor. As Vaggie would help, it seemed like Alastor didn't stand a chance, but then suddenly, Adam was literally stabbed in the back. As Adam fell down, he looked up. He couldn't believe this, as Vaggie laughed. Oh, sir, you really thought you can get rid of me out of jealousy? And you actually thought I liked you? That's so pitiful. As then Adam was defeated, Alastor looked at Vaggie and said, now what? Now I have to get out of here before I'm seen with you. As then Vaggie would then fly off. As Adam was defeated, Vaggie would become the new head of the Exorcist. Even though Lute was in second command, Sarah appointed Vaggie to become commander, as the coup was successful. However, this time, each battle would be more hard fought. This time, every battle that they fight would be consequences. Now there would be a hotel that could be successful, and an exorcist that can actually do her job. Now things were level playing, and now it was anyone's game or anyone's guess on who would win. And that is going to leave things off. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and please let me know what you thought of this video in the comments below. I did the poll, what's your favorite ship? Now, when ships, I usually think of non-canon ships. If we're counting canon ships, then it would still be Stolas X Blitz. I'm sorry, but I love them so much. They're just so cute together. And I guess I'm a little bit biased since, I am a boy. And even though I'm pan, I'm let's just say it's kind of more heartwarming to see two guys together because of where I live and the stigma and things like that. So that's kind of why I like it more. But Vaggie x Charlie's still good, don't get me wrong. And I love how Charlie and Vaggie had a fight. It shows how their relationship's not perfect. Because when a relationship's perfect and just super lovey-dovey, then, you know, there's really no reason. Like, I don't connect to it as much. Because no relationship's perfect. Because I've been in relationships. I think for sure we all have had. But none of them are perfect, you know? None of them, like, are come together perfectly. So that's why I kind of like how it showed how they weren't perfect, you know? It showed how, well, things change and stuff like that, but they still came through it together, and that's the important part. Yeah. By the way, I hope you all are doing okay. I'm doing well. I'm been back away from family. Like I said in the last video, I kind of had to move, and now that I moved back, or maybe a video was before, I don't know how long I said that, but now I'm kind of doing better. It's 4 a.m. Now that I'm saying this, it's 4 a.m. I'm always recording videos late for you guys. I mean, because I'm doing stuff in the day. My life's pretty busy, I'm not gonna lie. But hey, I'm glad I do it. And I love you all so much, and I wouldn't change the world. Also, my gaming video is almost finished. I'll probably be uploaded today after tomorrow. The only reason it wasn't because my keyboard broke, and I had to get that fixed. You know, the computer itself was fine, but I just couldn't type anything. Now that I can type, I can finish that video, and I can record it. Anyway, love you all so much. Thank you for watching me. Thank you for supporting me. And before I go, have you seen any of my gaming videos? And if so, what's your favorite? And also, how is your day going? Please let me know in the comments. Please and thank you. Goodbye. Goodbye. I love you all. You all truly mean the world to me, and I mean that. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. Well, obviously, but still. Love you all so much. Thank you for everything. Goodbye.